ever dreamt about coming to Thailand, I bet you are picturing Chiang Mai as one of the places in your mind's eye. Because in this episode, I'm sharing 6 truly bucket list experiences that show you the heart of Northern Thailand, from the sacred mountain temples to the misty waterfalls to ethical elephant encounters, mountain highlands, unforgettable food, and one of the most magical festivals on planet Earth. If Chiang Mai is on your radar, then this episode is just for you. All right, first up, if there's one thing you absolutely must do when you visit Chiang Mai, it's watching the sunrise at Wat Phra Thap Doi Suthep, or Wat Doi Suthep as most people say. Most people visit the temple in the middle of the day when it's crowded and it's hot, but the sunrise here, man, that's just different. You arrive while the city is still quiet, climbing the mountain road as the sky slowly turns from deep blue to gold. And when you step onto the terrace, go get a good spot on the railing as Chiang Mai stretches out below you, wrapped in the morning mist. As the sun comes up, monks begin to chant. You hear the bells, the soft prayers, and the low hum of incense smoke drifting through the air. Even if you're not religious, the moment feels kind of life-affirming. It's calm, it's respectful, and it's very Northern Thai in spirit. Doi Suthep, it isn't just a viewpoint, it's a symbol of Chiang Mai itself. The golden shetty, the Naga staircase, the mountain setting all remind you that the city grew up around faith, tradition, and a connection to nature. Plan to arrive about 30 minutes before sunrise. Of course, dress modestly and bring a light jacket. Take your time up there. Don't rush it. Let the city wake up beneath you. If you only do one unforgettable thing in Chiang Mai, make it this one. You really can't do a bucket list episode in Thailand without talking about elephants. And one of the most unforgettable things that you can do near Chiang Mai is spending a day with the elephants in the Mae Wang Valley. This isn't about riding elephants. I wouldn't tell you anything about riding elephants or even watching shows. It's about meeting them on their terms. Mae Wang is a lush river valley that's about an hour south of the city, where elephants live in a more natural environment surrounded by jungle and flowing water, and they love to swim. You walk alongside of them through the forest. You'll learn their individual personalities, and you'll understand how to deeply connect and how deeply connected they are to their caretakers, the Mahout. These are slow, gentle moments, nothing to be rushed, nothing feels forced here. The highlight for many people is actually the river. As the elephants step into the water, you get to join them, you brush them down, you're splashing with them, and you're helping them cool off under the shade of the trees. It's very playful, it's humbling, and it's surprisingly emotional. At least for me it is. Standing next to an elephant in the river gives you a real sense of their size, but you've already learned about their intelligence, and you get a feeling of their calm energy. What makes this experience bucket list worthy is the balance, right? The balance in what you're doing. You're close, but it's respectful. You're involved, but it's mindful. And although you might think it's dangerous, it's not dangerous at all. It's less tourism, It's less tourism and more like being welcomed into their world. If you're going to meet elephants in Thailand, do it this way, quietly, ethically, and surrounded by nature. I would be happy to recommend the best and most ethical elephant camps in Chiang Mai if you're going there. Just feel free to email me. I love this next place. A true bucket list day trip from Chiang Mai is a visit to Doi Inthanon National Park, home to the highest mountain in Thailand. In just under 2 hours, you can leave the heat of the city and arrive in cool mountain air. The temperature drops, clouds drift through the trees, and the landscape turns green, misty, and dramatic. It feels like stepping into another world altogether. Doi Inthanon is famous for its waterfalls too, and 2 that stand out above the rest are Wachirathan waterfall, and that's the showstopper. It's wide, it's thunderous, it's powerful, with mist rising off the falls and rainbows appearing in the sunlight. You'll hear it long before you see it. And then the second one is Mae Klang Waterfall, one of the first stops inside the park. It's broad, it's scenic, it's surrounded by jungle, and it's especially impressive after a rainy season when the water volume is really high. And the hike to it is a pretty cool hike, and I like doing it. Near the summit, you'll find the Royal Twin Pagodas, built to honor the King and Queen of Thailand. On clear days, the view stretches across the layered mountain ridges. On cloudy days, the pagodas seem to float above the mist. What makes Doi Inthanon special is that in one day, you can experience waterfalls, mountain air, and royal history. It shows a side of Thailand that most travelers never expect, and sometimes few ever make it out of the city to get up there. I suggest you do. And if you're a cycling enthusiast, you should be able to join one of the many groups cycling up the mountain. But beware, it's considered to be an expert climb for cyclists. Okay, you've heard me talk about this in the past, and it was on my bucket list, but this year I got to cross it off. So one of the most magical experiences you can have in Chiang Mai is witnessing and taking part in the Yiping Festival. Now, only once a year, usually in November, the city transforms. As night falls, thousands of paper lanterns are released into the sky, slowly floating upward until they disappear into the darkness. The effect is breathtaking, for sure. It feels like an event more than a shared moment of intention. Yiping is rooted in the Northern Thailand tradition. Lanterns are released to let go of bad luck, worries, just let it go, and regrets from the past year, while making wishes for the year ahead. Many people take a quiet moment just before releasing their lantern, focusing on both gratitude and the hope for the upcoming year. You'll also see candles placed on the rivers, temples glowing with light, and families gathering together in celebration. Even if you don't release the lantern yourself, simply come and watch the sky fill with warm golden lights, and it's very unforgettable. Now, what makes Yiping bucket list worthy isn't just how beautiful it looks, it's how it makes you feel. There's a calm energy in the crowd. Yeah, big time energy in the crowd, and a sense of connection to all those people around you. It's really bizarre, and a reminder to pause and reflect and give gratitude. If you plan your Chiang Mai trip around one event, only one event, or you plan your Thailand trip around one event, make it the Yiping Festival. It's a moment that stays with you long after the lanterns fade from view. And if it's something you want to experience for yourself, don't be shy. I'm taking a group of podcast insiders to the Yiping Festival, going again, in November of 2026. Just email me if you're interested at all. If you're listening to this and you hear this and you're interested, email me and we'll get you on the list. I'll tell you what the email is at the end of the episode. Of course, if you know Thailand, you know how important food is to the Thai people. And one of the best ways to truly understand Chiang Mai is through its food. And if you are a true foodie, then a Northern Thai cooking class is a bucket list experience for exactly that reason. Most classes begin at a local market where your instructor walks you through fresh herbs, spices, ingredients you've probably seen but never really understood. You learn what actually goes into Northern Thai dishes and why the flavors here are different from the rest of Thailand. From here, you head out to the countryside, to a countryside farm maybe, just outside the city, and the pace immediately slows down there. You pick the herbs straight from the garden, you grind curry paste by hand, and you cook traditional dishes like khao soi and northern-style curries step by step. This isn't rushed, or it's actually really not even touristy. It's hands-on, it's relaxed, it's surprisingly personal too. Instructors often share their own family recipes, food traditions, and small cultural details you never get when you look at a restaurant menu. What makes this experience bucket list worthy then is the way it stays with you, after you've done it, and maybe you go home and you try to recreate a few of those dishes long after you've left Chiang Mai. And then you can recreate those flavors time and time again and instantly be transported back to Northern Thailand. If you want to connect with Chiang Mai beyond the temples and the scenery, this is one of the most rewarding ways to do it. For a completely different side of Northern Thailand, head to the mountains of Mon Jam, that area. It's about an hour north of Chiang Mai, and here you won't see too many Western tourists, but you will see a lot of Thai tourists. Mon Jam sits high along the ridgeline in the Mae Rim district, where cool air, rolling hills, and wide open views replace the heat and the traffic of the Chiang Mai city. On many mornings, low clouds drift through the valleys below, creating a sea of clouds effect that feels almost unreal. This region is home to the Hmong hill tribe communities, and much of what you see here comes from their farms and their villages. Strawberry fields, flower gardens, and small mountain cafes dot the landscape. Definitely try one of the cafes. You can stop for coffee, walk to the viewpoints, and simply take in the quiet, spacious, the feel of it compared to the city below. Then hop on a homemade wooden go-kart with only one of those handbrakes that hits the wheels for a bumpy ride down the mountain. What makes Mon Jam bucket list worthy is the contrast of it all. You can be in Chiang Mai for breakfast and standing in cool mountain air by late morning, looking out over the layers of green hills that stretch out onto the horizon. To be honest with you, I'm not a huge fan of the actual city inside of Chiang Mai. There are a few things that are cool, but I am a huge fan of the surrounding mountain communities. So make sure you book at least one night outside of the city and take that all in when you come to Chiang Mai. If you want a peaceful, scenic escape that feels authentically local, Mon Jam belongs on your Chiang Mai bucket list. Okay, that's a wrap for today. So if you'd like turning any of these Chiang Mai experiences into a smooth, well-paced trip, I'd love to help. Just email me and put itinerary in the subject line so it gets to me, gets right to me. The email is, and here you go, the email is support@thailandadventurenetwork.com. I'll say that again, support, real easy, @thailandadventurenetwork.com. Whether you're planning a few days in the city or building a full Northern Thailand adventure, we can draft something that fits your travel style just perfectly. And as always, I'll leave you with this: travel far, connect deeply, and live fully.